Today we're gonna build the most effective and best raid farm in Minecraft that will give you around 14,000 items per hour. First of all, we have to make sure that in a 6 chunk radius is no land. So how can you check that? It's pretty easy. You can just go into the options, video settings, and put the render distance to 6 chunks. I like doing it to 8 chunks, so I'm 100% sure that at no point while building the farm there is no land within the radius here. So you can also use 6 or 7 chunks, but I like to use 8. So first of all, place the lily pad and put a double chest on top of it, so we can store our items that we're gonna need to build the farm. You don't build it too close to the farm, so it won't interact with it. Alternative, you can also build the farm underwater, the chest underwater. So first of all, the most important thing, we will use these chunk coordinates here that are in these squares here. So we have 9 to 8. We won't use the X, Y, Z coordinates. We will just use these 9 to 8 here. This will go to a maximum of 15. So if we check the border here, so if you go above the border here, it will reset. And yeah, if we press F3 plus G, you can turn the borders here on and off. So I will also try to leave the coordinates always visible here, so you can always compare the farm with your coordinates here. So first of all, we go to the chunk coordinates 10, 15, 13 and place a lily pad on top of this. Make sure to check the coordinates now, so we start correct at the beginning. Then place a dirt block below the lily pad and then place 33 scaffoldings, so we end up on Y96. So now look to the north here. You can check the facing there. And then put a temporary block below you and also one here, and build the same pattern as I do in the video right now. So there we go. Then one more here, and then we can remove these two here. Also compare the chunk coordinates now. Again, it's 10, 3 there. So then place lava on top of this one, and then wait until it reaches the ground. Then we can go back onto our dirt block. Just in case the scaffolding's burning down in your building here, then you can also use temporary blocks. This may occur in some mods here. Then just pick up the lava here and place water as you see the dirt block right now. Then pick up the water afterwards. Then go here and remove these 2 layers. Now go back here and go down. Then we go on this side towards the north and put down 2 temporary blocks right here. Now we are on 705 on the chunk coordinates. And then place scaffoldings again until you reach Y80. Now face north here and place 1 more scaffolding. Then place 52 more scaffoldings until you reach 132. Then 1 to the north again. Then 30 scaffoldings more and 1 to the south. Always make sure to compare the chunk coordinates and probably also the Y coordinates here. Then 25 scaffoldings higher. Now we are on 187 Y coordinate and 1 to the south here. Then 36 scaffoldings again. So we will end up on Y223. Then look to the east and place 3 scaffoldings this time. And a temporary block right there. And then put down lava, and then you will have to wait again until it reaches the ground. While waiting, we can go down here and climb up to this spot here to Y69 and place a temporary block here. So we are on Y69 right now, and remove these 3 layers here. Then go here, put down a temporary block and a sticky piston facing down and a redstone block below it. Then go here, place a building block right here and a repeater on these 2 spots. And put this on 2 ticks and the other one on 0. Place 3 more blocks like so and remove this one. And a redstone torch right here. 1 more temporary block here and a hopper facing into the block and a hopper facing into the other hopper. Then remove this block here. Put down a building block right there. And temporary block here, another building block. And remove this one. Then put down a comparator right there and a repeater in front of it and put it on 1 tick. And 1 redstone right there. A building block on top of the repeater. And a sticky piston facing towards the hoppers here. Now it should look like this, and the lava also reached the ground already. Then a building block right here. Remove this one and then put a temporary block right there. Another building block. Just follow along with the steps. Don't forget about the ticks on the repeaters, that's very important. There we go. Then go on this side here and take an observer facing upwards here with the signal. Now use a glass block, that's very important. No normal building block. Also compare the chunk coordinates at this point here. Now go up to the farm here and remove the lava, and again, as soon as you see the dirt, place water. Wait a moment until you pick it up again. Then remove the first layer of cobblestone and put glass for it. Remove this block here and then you can put water into this hole. You also don't have to wait for the lava to reach the ground or something. Then make a 5x6 platform out of this one. Like so. And don't cover the scaffolding so you can go up and down for now. And in order to build this or other farms, you also need a very good server to play on. And this is where the sponsor of today's video comes into play. Gportal offers powerful and reliable Minecraft servers at affordable prices. Whether you play alone or with friends, you will always find the right server at Gportal. Setting up is super easy and only takes a few minutes. And best of all, you can even transfer your single player worlds to the server and install mods quickly and easily. And it's worth being quick because at the moment there's a 15% discount on all servers, and with the link in the video description you get an additional 10% discount on top and support me at the same time. Now take composters and place it on the exact same spots as I do. That's very crucial for the farm, and don't make a mistake right here. And I will also show you the chunk coordinates right now, so you can check this. So make sure the composters have the same coordinates, the same chunk coordinates as I do right now. So this one 8.15.4 here. If you're inside of it, that's very important. So make sure if I'm standing inside on top of it. And 7.15.7. Now place 2 glass blocks here and 2 temporary blocks like so, and get a cobblestone wall here. Very important, in front of the composters here, put down a trapdoor like so. Then go here and follow the steps so we have the same layout here. Also use glass blocks for this one. For the other building blocks that I'm using, you can also use any other sort of building block. But yeah, for temporary blocks, I would recommend using dirt blocks as I do, since you can see them very easily. So down here now, remove this, or place this block first and put a sign at this block. Like so. 2 signs, then a soul sand on the bottom here. And now take kelp, and either you can now use tons of kelp and build it up here. or you can use Bonemeal and let it grow. So it doesn't matter which strategy you're using. So now it's not growing anymore, and then we can destroy it. Now you can go up and check if the water elevator is working here. You should end up on top of the farm. So perfect. We will use the cape later for the collecting system here. So don't throw it away. Now we can go down here and cover this area here with glass again. And then just jump down to this here on 187. And now it will get very complicated. Put an observer on this spot here. On the right side you can check always the targeted blocks. That's very important for the Y coordinates, so make sure to use this. Now put an observer right here. Very important, if you misplace the observer and place it in the water there, then and you remove it again, then this won't be a source block. So you will have to place water on this spot again after you place the observer correctly. So the water elevator will be destroyed after you place an observer inside of the elevator. So keep this in mind. This is also a very, very common mistake many players are doing here. Then an observer like so, looking on top of the other observer, and then follow along with the steps in the videos again. You can also use, by the way, any other trapdoors you want to use, so you don't have to use the same trapdoors. Also make always sure the observer's looking into the correct direction. Don't forget the tick, very important. One tick on this one. Also use glass blocks again for what I'm using glass blocks right now. I'm not using glass blocks on spots where you shouldn't use them, so always use glass when I'm using them, this one in the video. Then don't forget obviously to remove the temporary blocks. You can also do this at the end if you have creative on or something, but yeah, then just jump down to the next level here and 162, and you can remove the scaffoldings. Now we have to build another chamber like this one. Check again the targeted block on Y163. Oh, and so that's very important, and we will have to repeat these chambers here some more times, but they are always different, so don't just copy them. There are always some differences. For example, here are 2 observers now, on the other one we just had 1. Also, make sure that the observers are placed correctly. This is also a common mistake many people are doing here. Don't forget the tick on the repeater, very important again. I will mention this very often because it's also happening very often that people are doing mistakes on these small things here. Also check the coordinates here again, the chunk coordinates. They should always be the same if you're standing on the same block as I do. Also, you can check always, for example, now we're looking towards south. That's also very crucial. Also, this slab is for spawn proofing, so no mobs can spawn here. We also forgot this right here, so keep in mind to spawn proof all blocks that are not spawn proofed. Also, don't forget to remove temporary blocks. Now go down to the next level, 132, and remove the scaffoldings. Now we build another chamber that's again a little bit different to the other ones. Now on 133, targeted block, place the observer, and then follow along with the steps again that you can see in the video. Now it should look like this. Now remove the temporary blocks again. And also don't forget to spawn-proof the sticky piston there. Now, again, go down to the next level here. Just destroy this one and you will end up on Y80 here and remove the scaffoldings. Now on the targeted block Y81, the observer. And then again follow along with the steps. Now you should be a little bit more trained after the first 3 ones. And again you see the targeted blocks and also check where we're facing. And again the tick here. And then last time the slab and remove the temporary blocks. Now we're gonna continue here, go up to Y74, put a temporary block like I do right now, and then remove this block carefully here and place, remove it first, and then on this corner here place an dispenser. Then it should look with the face into the water elevator here. You can also check the water elevator if you have made any mistakes yet. If you're ending up on top of the farm, yeah, it should be fine. And don't forget the bucket I just placed in the dispenser. So now we have to get the villagers in here. And for that, remove these 3 blocks and make a small, I would say, landing platform. So the villagers will be easier to access here. Then take some temporary blocks and block the way here so the villagers can't go somewhere else. And put a trapdoor right there, a composter here so the villager will run into the correct direction, and 2 more temporary blocks. And now we have to get 5 villagers here. Keep in mind, since the new update, you can use leashes to transport multiple villagers. So you just need 1 village and get 5 villagers instantly. So you will save up a lot of time by doing that. So keep this in mind. Then just destroy the boat. Don't destroy the blocks here. And then you have to push him into the water elevator here. This can be tricky, but normally it goes pretty well. Then follow up and go up here. This is also a very good time to check the water elevator if you haven't checked now yet. Then push the villager into the composter, so he will drop down into it, as I do right now. And then just destroy the composter and replace it with glass after. And now he should end up in this water there. And then, as mentioned, cover the hole here. And then repeat this for the other 3 composters here. The villagers, if you build everything correctly, they will always end up in the water. There we go. And the last one, after you pushed it in, you can remove all of the blocks that you've built here, also the composter and the trapdoor. For the last one, remove the temporary blocks that we've left here and then push him in, and yeah, then cover the entrance with 2 blocks. Like so. Now the villager is catched here. Then go down again. Also, you will see the villagers should all be farmers now and all should be jumping inside of the water. Then we have to get rid of the water. For that, we go down to the water elevator and just replace the soul sand ones. So just remove it and place it again. And then the water will be gone and the stairs here will be 1 block higher than before. So this is 100% normal and the villagers can't escape now anymore. Now go here and build out with temporary blocks to the spot I'm building to. There we go, and place water at this spot. Then you can jump into the water, and with the help of the water and temporary blocks you can build up to every single villager, since we have to build roofs now. There we go. Use the temporary blocks, that makes it a lot easier here. There we go, and now we have to cover the villagers here with glass blocks. That's very important. And now I will also show you the chunk coordinates. They are very, very important. I will jump on top of this block here, and then you will have 8, 5, 6 chunk coordinates on top of this villager. I will repeat this for every single villager so you can compare them. That's very crucial for the farm. If you have different chunk coordinates right now, look where your mistake was. So that's very important that you have on the same block the same chunk coordinates. Here we have 7, 11, 7. Very important. The Y coordinate should be also the same, but this should be correct if you have the coordinates for the chunks. 8, 12, 4 here. And the last one, we have 7, 8, 3. So make sure that all of them are the same for you. That's very, very important. If you've done this correctly until now, you've built everything correct. Otherwise, repeat the steps from before or search for another mistake. Then close the trapdoor here, or open them and remove the water and the temporary blocks on top of here. And also don't forget to remove the temporary blocks on the villagers here. Then go back in here now and follow along with the steps. Place the iron trapdoor on this corner here, on this edge, and then place building blocks on both sides here. Go in and place 2 more or 4 more building blocks, or 3, sorry, and 2 more trapdoors on top of each other, like so, and repeat the same for this side. Then take again the 3 blocks on both sides. Also, you can check the chunk coordinates also here, by the way. Then build another layer here, and don't forget the trapdoors and open them, that's also very important. Then build up for 2 more blocks, and now leave a 1 block gap for the trapdoor. So it's not on the trapdoor of the trapdoor, it's trapdoor block trapdoor. So you see we leave a 1 block gap, but I will show you this later. We have to repeat this layer here with 2 blocks and 1 trapdoor until we reach the top of the farm here, or the end of this hole there. So 2 blocks, trapdoor, trapdoor, open it, like so. And repeat it until you reach the top. Oh, this one was wrong, for example. There we go. Remove the temporary blocks here. And place 1 more trapdoor here. Also, don't forget to leave the 1 block gap. I did it wrong right here, and so make sure to make it correct. And now, very important, 1 more layer and then no gap. So just place trapdoor below trapdoor. That's very important for the last layer here. Then 2 more building blocks and no more trapdoors. So here you can see it again, 2 trapdoors, 1, 1. You can also check the chunk coordinates as you've seen in the video. So there we go, and on the bottom again 2 trapdoors. If you're not sure, check the chunk coordinates or the Y coordinates. Then take redstone and follow along with my steps here. In all of the edges you can place building blocks as I do. And then we will build the spawning platform. This will be the spawning platform. Don't open the gates, by the way. Put 2 trapdoors on these 2 gates here towards the south here. Then take glass blocks and surround everything with the help of temporary blocks. Repeat it on the other side too. I would also recommend using other blocks than cobblestone as building blocks, since you can see the differences from your own builds or the lava from here. Place pistons on the same spots as I do right now. Then glass, and just follow along with the steps. I think it's easier to just follow along rather than listening to me talking here. Now we have to repeat all of the stuff we just built on the other side. Here you can see everything we've built now. Now take building blocks and place them on top of the redstone. You can just place it here. Remove the temporary block and some more building blocks here. Now take care that you won't make any mistakes, since now it's getting just a little bit complicated, but not more complicated than before. Now the observer, make sure the red signal looks towards you. Check the targeted block again, and the observer looking with the arrow up. That's very important. So make sure to place the observer with the arrow down or the face up here. Make sure to check the tick here again, one tick. And then go here and place the observer like on this edge here of the repeater. There we go. So the arrow looks towards you. There we go. And you will hear a small sound from the trapdoors, from the gates. Then some more observers. And in the end, on the repeater, you can see all of the faces from the 3 observers surrounding it. And there are arrows looking outwards. Check the direction of the observers again, very important. And place the compasses in the same pattern as I do, also very important. And then cover everything with slabs. And then after that we have to repeat the same on the other side. And don't cover the middle, that's very important also. Then cover these 2 blocks with slabs and remove the temporary blocks again. So now it should look like this. Always make sure to check the chunk coordinates if you're not 100% sure if you built everything correct. Then go down here, and now we're gonna build the killing chamber here and remove the scaffoldings. And now we don't have many scaffoldings left. Go down here. You can just use the scaffoldings for going down. It's a little bit tricky, as you see. And then again, follow along with the steps, since now we're gonna build the killing chamber here. Make sure to use a stone pressure plate, by the way. Other pressure plates could cause problems here. And here the last tick, so 3 ticks on this repeater, very important. Normal building block. And a sticky piston. Make sure to place the observer on the edge of the sticky piston so it's looking into the same direction as for me. Don't place soul sand here, also very important. This side will be open. Then go here on the observer and put it down a temporary block and a building block, and then a repeater again on the first tick here. Then the observer again towards the water elevator. Make sure to not mess it up again. Now make sure to put both on the first tick here. That's also very important. Don't make a mistake. And then redstone on, oh no, building blocks first, and then a building block here, and then redstone on these blocks here. And then make sure to spawn proof these two blocks with slabs. Go on the other side and repeat it. Now we have more ticks, 3 ticks on the first one and 2 ticks on the second one. Make sure to check that you use the correct ones on the correct ticks. And then again to redstone and spawn proof this piston and this building block here. Now remove all temporary blocks that you've used, and then we go down. Then go into the killing chamber here and remove this temporary block and put an armor stand right here. Then go down again. Take a temporary block right there. And a dispenser right here on this edge, so the dispenser looks with the face into the hole. Here you can see the face. And then go into the dispenser and put an armor stand into it. Now just take one more button, place it on top of the dispenser and press it once. And then remove the temporary block here. Remove this temporary block as well here. And go into this hopper and put in 1 stack and 15 items into the hopper. Make sure to use Kelp, for example, or any item that is not dropping inside of the farm. You can also use, for example, wheat seeds or anything else. Or even fish or something. Then, on top of the scaffoldings, build a 3x5 platform here. Should be enough. You can also build it bigger if you want, but it's not necessary. Then, last, we're gonna build the storage system. This is, by the way, optional. If you just want to get XP, then you don't have to do this. And just follow along with the steps. We interrupted the water elevator there, by the way, but this is normal. Then go here and put one more building block right here. And a sign instead of this block, so the water can't get out. There we go. And then take soul sand and place it right there in the water elevator. Check the targeted block again for Y73. Remove this again and put a building block for instead. And then go on the right side here and remove these two. And then just follow along with the steps. You can also build it a little bit different if you want to build another storage system, depending on your needs. But if you want to build the same storage system as I do, just follow along with the steps here. Now we can place water here, and the signs are here so the water won't get out. And the ice is here so the items will, yeah, just fly above the blocks so they won't get stuck here. You can also use building blocks instead of glass, but I use glass so you can see everything. So now you see the items will come now from the first water streams here and end up in this one, and then we can build this any storage system you like behind this sign here. Just place packed ice again, so the items will just drive over there and then continue like I do right now if you want to build the same system. Now it will just be a classic storage system, nothing special, with a trash can at the end with a soul campfire. So it's nothing special here. It's just a basic storage system. This soul sand will end items that will, like for example, we don't need thousands of totems. They will just get burned, since otherwise the server at some point the server would start lagging because the items would stack up here and not despawn. And we will avoid this with this campfire, with this soul fire here. There we go. Now we have the stream, and then we're gonna continue with the storage hopper chest system. Go 3 blocks out on every temporary block here. You can also extend it, by the way, by placing some more water instead of the soul campfire there, but we will build 4 modules now. But as mentioned, you can extend it as much as you want. You can also work pretty well with scaffolding here to get on the bottom side here if you're not in creative, by the way. Remove these here and then take repeaters and place them inside of here. Oh, wrong side here, like so. And then cover them again. And then take comparators, remove these 4 blocks and place them like so. And then don't forget to cover the area here with redstone again after replacing the removed blocks. Then place water right here. And I forgot the sign here, so the fire got out. So place the sign at the last block and reignite the fire. Now you can also say, oh, but I want totems. I just don't want only stackable items. You can also build 1 more hopper here leading into a chest. There we go. And then, by the way, the hoppers you can just copy from my videos, so they are pretty easy to place here. Since this is very optional as you want to build this, just the hoppers leading into the chest. So pretty simple system. Remove the sign here, and then you can see the directions of the hoppers here. So there we go. And don't forget to reignite the fire, otherwise the items will stack up here and the server will start to lag. Then take the filters here, and for that go into this hopper and put the items that you want into it, stackable items by the way, and go to the upper one, put 40 items into the first one and fill up the rest with any stackable or any item there, so I use the kelp for that. And then if the items get catched out of the farm now, you will see the items will get out. We're using 2 hoppers here, so yeah, it will be twice so fast as if we would just use a single hopper. Then yeah, just go into this one. I like using 2 emerald chests here and 1 redstone and 1 gunpowder. You can also go for a glowstone dust or something, but I think these are the most important items most of you will use. And yeah, the non-stackable items will end up in the single chest at the end. So here are the emeralds. Oh, I put too many in here. And then the kelp on these 4 spots. Very important that you use kelp or something that is not dropping inside of the farm, otherwise the collecting system will get messed up. So there we go. Again, the kelp here. And then last, the gunpowder hopper here. There we go. Put the gunpowder inside of it and then the kelp. There we go. The filters are now set, so if we drop emeralds or something in here, they will end up in the chest on the bottom. You see the first hopper is collecting them. If we take redstone, you see the 3rd hopper will collect them. There we go. And the other items that will be left over. If we take the composter, for example, this one will end up in the non-stackable item chest and the last one. And if this one is full, the items will just get burned here. So you see this will end up here. For the totems, this one can be useful. So to make the farm AFKable, remove this iron trapdoor and the building block below it and put a dispenser on the edge of this repeater. There we go. And then fill the dispenser with ominous bottles, as I did right now. So this 1 stack lasts for 30 minutes, I think. So this would be, yeah, more than 3.5 hours now. So then put a hopper on top of the dispenser if you want to have longer AFK sessions and fill it up. And then you can even put a double chest on top of the hopper to go AFK even more. Make sure to fix this water here, because otherwise it could mess up your redstone, and the glass block is so we can access the chest. And then we can fill up the chest and can go AFK for like 24 hours or something. And yeah, then we are good to go. Also make sure to check everything that you haven't built anything wrong here. Now let's talk about the best enchantments. A netherite sword with sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, looting 3 and unbreaking 3. You could also use a diamond sword, and I have a beacon with regeneration, strength 2 and resistance. You can also use strength 1, and regeneration is definitely needed if you go AFK, since otherwise you will die from hunger, and resistance is also recommendable, since if some vexes are spawning, just in case you will survive it. Also make sure to spawn proof this platform here. So now the farm is ready. Now we can take our ominous bottles into our left hand here and our sword into our right hand. And then we will need an auto clicker that will use the sword every 1.5 seconds and also presses the right mouse button continuously, so it will drink the bottles. So otherwise, yeah, the farm wouldn't work. And yeah, it lasts for 30 seconds, but pressing the right mouse button forever will be fine. And I see we forgot an iron trapdoor here, so now we fix it. And now every time after we've drank after we drink a bottle, the dispenser will drop 1 more. I will link the auto clicker and the farm how to get ominous bottle in the video description. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe to see the ominous bottle video. So how does the farm work? First of all, you're gonna drink your bottle here, and then you get the bad omen effect. If you're close to villagers, it will be the raid omen effect, and as soon as you hit the armor stand and the effect ends, the raid will start. So just start now and drink the bottle, and you see the trapdoor just got activated and dropped us another ominous potion. And yeah, so the trapdoor will, after 30 or 32 seconds, the trapdoor will get activated, and you will drink automatically the next the next bottle here. And you see the raid has already started and the monsters are dropping, and the effect is going out any second, so the next raid can start. So there we go, the effect got was out, and then the trapdoor got activated. We got a new ominous bottle from the dispenser, and the new effect is running, and you could be fully AFK now without any risk. And yeah, now let's wait. So you can see that we're getting refilled again. You see we are on 63 bottles right now, and the effect should be soon ended. You see it's blinking already, and the farm is working. The items are going into the chest. So, and there we go. You see 63, 64, 63. So you see we got refilled every time, and this is working pretty good here. So that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye!